Hello, Mass Attacks here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to have a look at a battle from the Tier 8 French auto-loading heavy, the AMX 5100. Before we get into the action, we'll have a look at the crew and equipment I've currently got on this vehicle. My crew on this tank aren't too bad, they're all onto the 3rd skill. The equipment that I use on this tank is vents, vertical stabilizer and coated optics. So let's have a look at the battle. Today I'm playing on Corellia. It's an assault mode and I'm the attacking team. We've got the 357 matchmaking in our middle tier today. I want to head to where the T54 lightweight is. I like that as a starting point, help get the light tanks that'll be attacking through the middle of the swamp. It's always good if you can get the light tanks out the game. Especially on this map and this game format, I find whichever team's light tanks win the swamp have a massive advantage for the rest of the game. So I'm just about loaded, so I'm getting in position. EBR Hotch, the wheeled vehicle. One shot into him. Can I get the settings? Only a crate. Can I finish him off? And we'll finish him off. There's their T54 lightweight. We get one shot into him. Second shot into him. Can we get the third? And there's the third, and that's our full clip, so I'm pulling back. So I'll tell you about the gun on this tank. You do get a 100mm gun, hence the name, AMX 5100. It is an auto loader. It is a bit of a novel auto loader, as with this tank you do get 6 shells in the clip, which can be absolutely fantastic, but it has a massive downside to that, and that's your reload time with my crew and equipment is 46.54 seconds for a full clip reload, but your intra-clip reload is 2.73 seconds, which means you can get all them 6 shells out in 13.64 seconds with a potential damage of 1800. So you can take a level 8 heavy tank out in one clip. Your alpha damage for one shell is 300 and you do get a penetration of 232mm, which is really good as well. And with my crew and equipment, I've got an aim time of 2.75 seconds, which isn't that good, but you do get a dispersion of 0.33, which isn't too bad. The enemy team look like they're sitting back, so there's a VK75 by himself here. These are the opportunities that you do have to look for when you're playing a tank like this. So I'm getting round the back of him, didn't penetrate with the first shell. I've already fired one shell, so I only had 2, but I'm getting the 3rd shell in, the 4th shell in. There's the 5th shell in, but I'm not be able to take him out. I've got my 6th shell in. He's only got 82 hit points, but I'm glad my T29 has pushed forward and took him out, or I could have been in a little bit of trouble there. So I'm moving down into this little valley thing. You've got to look for places like this that you can get into cover so you can do that massive reload. So other gun stats I'd like to tell you about. You do get 9 degrees of gun depression, so you can play the ridge lines with this tank. You have a shell velocity of 1000 meters per second, which is nice. And you also get to carry 60 shells. What I do with the shells, I don't carry HE. And that's because I only use HE, maybe it's on artillery, but definitely on hull down tanks. Speaking of artillery, can I take this one out? Not sure why he's sitting there in the open, but I've taken him out. Yes, I only use HE for artillery and hull down tanks, but I'm not waiting 47 seconds nearly to just fire some HE shells at some artillery. As you've just seen, I can just take them out with standard shells. And what I do with hull down tanks is exactly what I'm doing now, just flank them. I do have 6 shells in this. I might take a shot, but I am going to get all my shells into them and I can finish them off, as I'm doing with this Centurion. You might take 2 shells, but still you're going to take them out. It's Tiger sneaking a shot in, so I'm getting a shot into him. So we're up to 3 kills now and I'm loading again. Only had 1 shell left. And that was the story why I don't carry HE shells. I don't really carry HE shells in any auto loaders that I've got. Just don't see the point for the length of reload you have. I've positioned myself again somewhere where I don't think I'll get hit from while I do that reload. I'll tell you a little bit about the armour on this tank. It's not very good at all. You do get 90mm on the front of your hull, 35 on the side of it, and 30 on the rear. But the turret doesn't get much better. In fact, it's actually worse. You get 90mm on the front. It is a bit sloped, so you might bounce the odd couple of shots. But you get 30mm on the side, 30mm on the rear. So don't rely on your armour in this. It is an ambush tank. So I'm trying to find a new position, get some shots in. There's a T95 on this corner. Can I get the side of him? Being spotted. I've lit the T95 up, I think. He's had a big shot. I joint lit him up. And I finish him off, so I'm really glad about him out the game. Only took one shell, got a little bit of assistance off it as well. I can spot in this tank, since I'm using coated optics. I do have a view range of 450 meters. SU-100 M1. I've taken a shot from him. I'm just trying to get in position so I can get a penetrating shot in him, and I missed there. But I got one in there. Not exactly sure how. We're just getting more assistance, which is nice. I'll see if I can take his track out, and I did. And there's the rest of the tracky assistance. So I'm pulling back now. Full clip reload. I should be okay where I am now for the 47 seconds that I've got to wait. I do think it's worth the wait, the length of time for this clip. When you get to positions like this, where I am now, you can reposition in that time, and you have the mobility to play it like that with a 51 forward top speed. And when you're playing ridge lines, you do have a 20 reverse speed, which is really good for ridge lines. I did nearly put myself in an awkward position there between two tanks when I wasn't reloaded. So I'm pushing forward a little bit, Scorpion G, and we'll get one shot into him. Can we get the second and finish him? He's pulled back. Pushing forward, there's a KV-4 to my left. He's in a bush. He'll not be able to spot me. Can I get a shot in? Yep, there's one shot. Can I finish him off? Somebody else is taking him out. So I've only got 3 shells left in my magazine. Only 2 tanks left. An artillery and a 50 TP. The T-Rate premium one. So I haven't got time for a full clip reload. So I'm going to go straight in. I've lit the artillery up. I'm going to leave him. 50 TP prototype's more dangerous. And I've got enough shells to take him out. There's one shot into him. And he's been taken out. But he gets a shot into me. And the artillery has been taken out behind us. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Was a Masters, here's Tanker Award. We've got the Confederate Medal, which have got to hit more enemy vehicles than any other player on your team, at least 6. We hit 11, and we've got the High Caliber for our 5,250 damage with 2,346 assistance. Top of the tree for XP with a base XP of 1,623. Top for damage. We made 131,000 credits, but that's due to a personal mission payout plus a personal reserve bonus. We also got 6,088 XP. That's due to a personal mission payout and an award for the first victory each day, which was at ×2. I'd like to thank you for watching today's battle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. There's a little icon in the bottom right hand corner. And if you have any feedback, please could you leave it via the thumbs buttons in the comment section below. Cheers.